Hi, collective. Welcome to Empress 1111 Tarot. Excuse me. Virgo, I have a message for you. The intuitive message I got is choosing the high road. So you're choosing the high road, or you're choosing your higher self. You're choosing to go about something that involves evolving, growth. You're switching directions. Okay, so whatever path you was taking at first, you're choosing to go about something another way. That involves you raising the bar. I heard raising the bar. Yeah, something about love. How you're choosing to plant a seed surrounding love. Okay. About a lover's energy or about a Gemini. Okay, let's pray. My message. All right, there we go. Holy Spirit, answers to my highest light. Thank you. As we go into Virgo's energy, I ask that you block all psychic attack, all evil eye, return it back to sender, transmuted bliss and bliss. Please give us a clear message that we need at this time. Put a strong hedge of protection around this energy. Thank you, my Rishas. Thank you, my angels. Thank you, my deceased loved ones, my highest light. And thank you, Holy Spirit, of Shannon. Okay. We got at the bottom of the deck, the Fool card. All right. Something surrounding taking a leap of faith when it comes down to your foundation. All right. Surrounding choosing to be more of an Empress type energy. You want to I'm really hearing maturity or something like that. You're choosing maturity. You're kind of getting bored with the whole idea of consistently having to defend yourself and feeling left out in the cold. All right. So you're making a wish at this time. All right. That involves you reaping and harvesting. It's not going to be what everybody going like. People not going to see it coming. Like you kind of like trying to do it in secret. Like you're trying to stay in hermit mode surrounding however you do something. So you want to just kind of pop out and with something new with the Ten of Pentacles. Or Spirit is telling you to, whatever next move that you make, pop out with it. Don't just tell people your plans. Don't tell people what you're going to do. Just kind of like pop out with it, okay? On some bullshit, all right? I'm also getting this thing where you may have an emperor, or you with this emperor, okay? You're going through some form of rebirth, all right? Whatever deceptive energy that's just been kind of stuck in your energy, you're kind of like choosing some form of partnership. You want to partner up with someone who's more mature that you can celebrate with, okay? Or you partner with the Queen of Pentacles. You feel like they're more mature, or you are this Queen of Pentacles, because we are in Virgo energy. But whatever it is, whatever decision or direction that you're going, you're more so choosing a path that's going to put you at your highest self. All right. You see this Gemini is brave. All right. But you don't let a lot of people know that that's how you see them. You want them to believe that how they're going about something is reckless, but you're watching. You actually see something as beautiful. All right. Spirit just wants you to be careful about some form of competitive energy that's surrounding you. They might try to find little problems within something that you see beautiful. Okay. We have clarified this Fool card here. Clarify the Lovers and the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. You see the truth in something, What kind of truth do you see, Virgo? Ace of Swords, Spirit. What's the Ace of Swords? Yeah, you see the bravery. Yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles, the Strength, the Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands, okay, and the Hermit in reverse with the Hierophant. Okay, you may be dealing with a Hierophant that kind of just not quite going about something properly, or have a distorted view surrounding whatever it is. Okay, be careful of this Hierophant. They may be competing for someone, but you're seeing the. It's almost like, let's just say you were interviewing, because everything is surrounding something, right? Let's just say you were interviewing someone, and all of their recommendations were really, really bad. You kind of like set the paperwork to the side, which you could be dealing with a Libra, because I said it was a paper that just kind of slid somewhere. I don't know, but you set something to the side, or you set someone to the side surrounding something, kind of gave up on the whole idea. But then you somehow, let's just say you went to a particular place that is known, or a franchise that is known to be a certain way, okay? And you found out, like, that person didn't know that you knew anything about them or something like that, or you didn't know how well they work until you saw them at another location or another place, or surrounding something, or doing something that involves you really putting your best foot forward, right? You so happen to see how someone works, and it made you feel like, wow, this person is strong. But you do have somebody in your energy that don't want you to think that way about somebody, okay? They definitely want you to, a Hierophant energy, masculine or feminine, however it resonates. They don't want you to think that way. They want you to be burdened with some form of picture they painted with the Moon card. Something surrounding the secret. Clarify the secret, Spirit. They want you to be burdened about a Queen of Cups or a Queen of Wands, a past relationship. Surrounding a Lover's energy or Gemini energy. They want, somebody is stuck in the past. They want you to be burdened by the past, and you're like, I'm choosing a high road. This don't have anything to do with me at this point. Like, with this Virgo, I'm not laughing because like Virgo, it's like you ain't trying to be mean, but you like, what this shit got to do with my work? Because Virgos, y'all are very structured, and you don't mind being compassionate, being open-hearted, but it's like we still talking about that? All right, clear 5 Page of Swords. Yeah. You feel like every time somebody do something, or it's always something. You just feel like, bro, somebody's actions is just overbearing. That's how you feel. You feel like, what's the fucking point of you watching somebody if you just gonna come running to me and telling me about it? Like, I don't give a damn. Like, I'm looking at this shit, and I actually see the light at the end of the tunnel. I don't see what you see. You know what this really gives me? It gives me that scene on Acrimony, when the dude had worked so many years trying to put that little battery thing together, right? And so, because of the family being involved surrounding him and his wife or something like that, he ended up having to work at a restaurant or something like that, and just kind of like living in the shelter. Like, he was really messed up out there. Like, he was really messed up out here in these streets. And the chick that his wife, before they became married, that he caught her with, like, she came out of the blue and just kind of like helped him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, told him that he didn't have to live in a shelter, let her move in her home, kind of like allow him to bathe, sit in the tub, just kind of like get himself together. And she had the kind of connections that would not only get him what he wanted, but more than what he needed. And so it was just like, as soon as he come to make peace, it's like they took the peace offering, but still come with some form of aggression. So I'm really feeling like, to you, this is like deja vu to you. It's almost like you saw this shit coming. You saw this shit coming. Just like that scene, I can't think of it right now. But it's really giving like people do stuff just to come to you about it, and you like, I really don't give a damn. I really don't. You feel like this shit really just enlightened. It's like, it's almost like you're being enlightened about how strong something is, you are, someone is. Like, you're being enlightened about how strong a situation or how accurate something is. With the Sun card, you're getting clarity about what direction something is going. Clarify the Sun. Yeah, it's you feel like somebody or some people or whoever these people are in the past, right? You feel like they are entering a stage of being deranged. That's what I heard with this 5 of Wands. Yeah. But they don't know that. Maybe they didn't see your movie, or I'm saying your movie. So maybe if you're watching, what's up? But I'm really getting this thing where somebody didn't see. Maybe they don't see themselves as that. They don't see themselves as that. Clarify the 5 of Wands. Yeah. We got the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. Around the 5 of Wands. Y'all see my face, right? We got the Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. You're seeing this situation as just jealousy. That's how you see it. At the end of the day, you're going to see this. All of this is pure jealousy. You're trying to find a problem in something because you're jealous. That's what you're going to say at the end. I definitely got that. Clarify the 3 of Cups and the 7 of Cups. Yeah, jealousy. Because someone's a star. And they think that they can hold on, trauma bonding. Yeah, through the unknown. Now you can celebrate because now you see exactly what's going on. Okay? Yeah, this is really giving acrimony. This is giving like I'm hearing Mike Jones. Back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me. So back then they treated somebody like a nobody, as if you wouldn't be shit without me. And now this person is evolving or doing something or looking good in the public eye. Now they're trying to resurface something in the past. But you're like, I already know what this shit is, okay? You didn't think this person was about shit back in the day. You just pretended like they was about shit. And then you treated this person like shit. And now they're doing something with themselves. Somebody came in, it's almost like somebody welcomed somebody in their house, bathed them, cleaned them up, got them looking good out here, and now all of a sudden you want to pop back up as if nothing was wrong, or you trying to use pain as a reference to keep somebody stuck, and you're like, I'm choosing the high road. Okay, so if you're not growing, you're not evolving, you're not trying to elevate, you're not trying to heal, don't come to me about what's going on with this person, because I for some reason I actually see what the fuck's going on here, and it ain't you. It's just what I got. It ain't you. Okay, because everybody been there before. I have been through that multiple times. You help a person out, they on their road to success. You know what I'm saying? But my situation was like flip, like where I'm working at the hospital, I'm working at these high paying jobs, or I'm doing hair or something. I'm looking out for a person. They get to where they're going, but leave me behind type thing. And you know, it comes to a point to every person's life where you just get tired of being used. And masculines might go through it differently. I'm hearing where you get stereotyped, and certain types of women don't even want to speak to you, don't want to say anything to you, try to make you feel like the nerd, like at high school or something like that. Like they prefer the jocks, or they don't want the ones that's the nerd or the thugs. They want the jocks, the ones that play the sports and things like that. Because they the leader of the cheerleading squad. Like, that's the same thing with success. Like, certain types of women, high profile women, or maybe they got to a certain level through somebody else or something like that, and they look down at certain types of men or something like that. And then when that certain, like, treat them like shit, like they fall in with the crowd instead of actually standing up for that man, thinking like, if only you did what I say, everything would be fine. Basically dominating and emasculating the masculine in some form of fashion or anything like that. And you're like, I've seen this shit before. I've seen this before. Back then you didn't want them. Now they hot, they all. I should name it like that. Ooh. Yeah. You didn't want them like that then. Now they looking cleaned up. Now they looking more open to you seeing another side to them, and now you trying to shame that. Because they're looking like everything you wanted them to be with you, but instead of you being strong for them when a man becomes weak, or when that person is at their lowest, you kick them while they down. That's what you did. You don't want nobody to know that that's what you've been doing. You've been kicking them while they were down. Now they got something going for themselves, or they looking like something. Now all of a sudden they extra fine to you, or they everything you need. Yeah. Now you want some, if I can't have, nobody can have them. They can't have no opportunity unless it's me. Like somebody or whoever you've been dealing with, that's really what's been going on here. They have been on some, instead of saying if I can't have, nobody can have them, they more so, if I'm not the person giving them the opportunity, then they can't have no opportunity. So it's the same thing as a fatal attraction, but on another level. Right? Yeah. Yeah, you're not finna help these people that's trying to oppress somebody. You feel like that's somebody's justice, all right? You feel like somebody's impulsive and got tendencies to be possessive. And truth be told, you glad somebody's coming to help somebody surrounding money, all right? They feel like you might possibly feel like somebody got mental issues, okay? Somebody who's in the public eye, or they might be seen as a celebrity, or somebody known as a celebrity. You feel like they kind of unemotional, and that's shocking to see that. Even it happens even in the spotlight, okay? Yeah, on how people are treated. You actually thought that once they get to a certain level, it's over. But you realize that shit happens everywhere. You didn't know that. Right? We got the Death card and the Water of 3, okay? So yeah, you're choosing a high road. Okay? You're transforming. You're switching shit up. You like, I'm choosing a high road. You see how she's swimming up? You like, I ain't got time for this shit here. Okay? Yeah. I've been in my ego initiating shit For what reason? It looks like they having a good time to me. Why punish somebody who ain't doing shit? Secrets out. All right. If somebody just want to defeat somebody, they're still doing the same thing they did in the past. They just really exposing themselves on how they always treated somebody. It's almost like what you did in the dark will come to light, but they want to come off as if they just started doing that. No, that's why that person left. Okay, so if you don't, it's kind of like if you don't, let's just say somebody mistreated you, right? And nobody believed that somebody had been mistreating you, and you just leave. And so in the process of you leaving, you had all these people trying to tell you that you should go back. Why are you doing like that? You giving it up. You giving up a relationship, or you giving up this person. Why you giving up on this person? And it's all because one thing about a narcissist, when you deal, like if you dealt with a narcissist before, all they think about is instant gratification. They're never going to show you their hand. But if you give it enough time, you grave rock the situation, you don't speak to them, you don't say, eventually they're going to show their true colors. They're going to show who they truly are in a situation. Because they go through this thing called an ego death, right? Because now they feel unheard. Now they feel unrecognized. Now they feel like they're not getting the gratitude that they deserve. So now they're forcing it. So the same kind of aggression that they showed that person in secret, they're being lied with it now because they can't get to whoever that is. They can't get under their skin, but they have access to you. So now you're being treated the way that the other person is being treated, simply because they can't do it to that person anymore. That person said, no, you're not going to keep doing that to me. And so now somebody shows love, and it really pisses them off, because the whole objective, masculine or feminine, the whole objective is for the person that they treated poorly or badly is to never see that they can seek better or have better or want more or want someone who can give them the type of love that they didn't know how to give, right? But I'm definitely seeing you choosing the high road in a situation. You like, I'm raising a bar. I don't have time for this. Like, if you ain't trying to grow, I literally saw the very person that y'all beat down, talked about, ridiculed, try to ban, blacklist, like drug through the mud. Like, I literally saw this person transform into something beautiful, yet you're still doing the same shit. I'm going the other way with it. Okay, so if it's possible for this situation to grow, you can grow too, and that's where you at with it. So I'm happy for you, Virgo. I hope this message helped you. Y'all be blessed.